It's Project Cargo Professionals. We're live at Breakbulk Middle East, and we are here with Antoine from IPSEN Logistics to talk all things Morocco.
Yeah, thank you for hosting me.
Thank you very much for coming. So give us a bit of an introduction to yourself. Tell us what you've got going on in Morocco.
Yeah, but Morocco is a rising country. IPSEN Logistics was founded in Morocco in '95. We are specialists on supply chain, all the life of the product. What I mean by the life of the product is that we transport internationally, air freight, sea freight, trucking. We are customs broker also. We are deeply involved into logistics. We are operating right now more than 40,000 square meter warehouse. We are also handling all the distribution, well, in fact, all the supply chain. We have made a lot of investment in Morocco to sustain our growth, and now we are quite big. Yeah, it's a long process, step after step. Yeah.
Good to hear. So, would people be right to assume that Morocco is one of the easier markets in Africa for logistics, or not?
Yeah, I mean the market in Morocco is now, in terms of logistics, is quite competitive, very competitive. Mm-hmm. All the global players are sitting in Morocco.
Since when? Has that always been the case, or is it recently?
Well, you know, now Morocco is really booming in terms of infrastructure project. They just organized the African Cup, football cup. So there is a lot of infrastructure development. I'm talking about railway. I'm talking about port infrastructure. There is a new port now in the western side of oriental side of Morocco, in Nador, which is going to be in service by the end of the year. There will be this new port in Dakhla also in the south of Morocco. There is a lot of green energy, windmill farm, solar farm, a lot of project in automotive, in aerospatial, etc., etc. No, it's really booming. And do not forget that Morocco is one of the country that signed with Portugal and Spain the World Cup in 2030, which means we have now 4 years ahead of us to boost as maximum as we can, because there will be a lot of new projects everywhere in Morocco in terms of infrastructure, in terms of stadium, etc., etc.
So we'll both be able to go to a game, maybe. Me
of
in
course.
Portugal, you in Morocco.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course.
And I was reading that infrastructure related to water, there's a lot of desalination plants, dams. Is that producing a lot of project cargo?
Yes, it's in the pipe. They want to unsalt the water, because Morocco, since many years, are facing quite. It's very dry. Well, it's not the case now. Now it has been the storm since 30 days, so the barrages are full of water right now, which is a great thing for the country. And all the people are very happy about that, because Morocco is also very agricultural. They export a lot of tomatoes and a lot of agriculture stuff, export to Europe. So it's a very good thing. But as far as I know, the ministry, there is a lot of unsold plants which is expected to be built up in the near future to cover this lack of water. Yeah.
Right. And you were saying about the ports at the moment. How well set up are they for project cargo and breakbulk?
Well, they all are equipped with cranes. We can and also dedicated dock. We have a lot of projects ongoing right now in Morocco as IPSEN Logistics. We have nearly one project per month with new plants, new turbine, a lot of industrial investments. Concerning the ports, the infrastructure in Casablanca, for instance, you can go up to 100 tons for heavy lift. After 100 tons, please consider that the vessel has to be geared. Yep. Yeah. Or we need to provide cranes. There is a lot of supplier of cranes, mainly Portuguese, also Spanish, Moroccans.
Portuguese?
Yeah.
Lasso there? Or?
Yeah. Well, they send the equipment when you have a big and heavy stuff.
Right.
They can send the equipment because it's very close. And they send the equipment for 1 month, 2 months, and then they bring it back. Yeah.
So in terms of access to specialized equipment, cranes, SPMTs, that's not such a big deal in Morocco? Or
it's not a big deal. There is a lot of supplier, but they are full. So you need to take care in advance, when you have a project, when you know that you will be facing really heavy lifts. For example, now we have a big turbine of 60 tons to lift in a building at 22 meters high. This you cannot say from the day to another. Okay, let's do it. No, you have to prepare. You need 800 tons cranes, so it's a tough thing. So, but everything is possible if you do it in advance. Yeah.
And do you get that pre-advanced warning from the clients? We always hear that the logistics gets thought about at the end.
Of course. We as Ipsen has the chance to have logistics warehouse, logistics dock, and so that we can, in the worst case, we can store the cargo in our premises before we can deliver with all the good architecture and infrastructure which is expected from us.
And you told me you've been there a long time. How's the market changed since you've been there?
The market is changing because Morocco is more and more modern, but it's keeping also its traditional way of life. The infrastructure are increasing deeply. The customs authority are also very modern because that everything now is digitalized worldwide. So you can access to all the information, and customs is very tough on that, And in terms of way of life, I mean, it's very modern. I mean, the past 20 years, it's totally crazy. Morocco has become a country, an amazing country, Amazing country.
And finally, how do you see the market developing over the next few years? And where does Morocco rank in terms of a project cargo market? How attractive it is compared to others in North Africa?
When you see the Morocco, they have 3,000 kilometers coast. They are Mediterranean, they are Atlantic. It's a carrefour for Europe also. It's close to Spain. So the geolocalization is amazing. It's completely amazing. And so I think that Morocco will become more and more, and especially also with the new port in the south, Dakhla, the platform for Africa, for Europe, and also, why not, for South America, I think we have in the next years a lot to do, yeah. Yeah.
All positive.
Yeah, I'm very positive. I've been sitting in Morocco. I founded the company in '95, and since more than 30 years now. Yeah.
Great. Well, wish you all the best, and thanks very much for your time, Antoine.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, and wish you all the best also for this beautiful Breakbulk fair, and hope it will be a great success. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.